The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career in Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback and makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And his first look is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And that will be incomplete.
Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
2nd and 2.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Hill. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
3rd and long now after the sack. We'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Pushes past him. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Jackson now. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. First carry for Najee Harris.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 22 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
7 yards to pick up there.
On second down, it's Harris. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Good job, yo.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
On the give, this is Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
We play to win. Let's go.
How best to describe that? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
New England's offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They begin the drive with Hill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson from the shotgun.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and he hoped to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Runs through the contact.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And bulldozing his way through.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Davidson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the
6. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Bridgewater. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
From the 29, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Webb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Jackson will throw again.
And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
He spots his tight end Keene over the middle.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Here we go.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. The 16. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Bridgewater now. He completes it to Henry. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And again, it's Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And they're going to get it to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sack there by Jadeveon Clowney.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fielded right around the 8.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin our tour of the trip up to Toronto, Canada. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Big Zeke, Ezekiel Elliott.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Let's go.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Play action. It's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, Jackson finding Harris over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Dig in, let's go.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And
in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Patriots ready to get the football back. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they run with Hill, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
55, Mike, guys, 55.
Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
Now Bridgewater.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for.
And now it's second down. Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. New England on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And Jackson throwing once more.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Graves. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. And now Anderson is slow to get up, staying down after that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Touchdown, Patriots. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Steps away to his left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Harris on the draw. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Bridgewater to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. Now Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. That's Graves. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And Hill with it over the middle. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Jackson to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slob their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Stiff-armed him. So possession goes over here on the punt. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 7, a minute 13 to play. And their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here.
Here's Jackson.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jackson. Connecting with Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great kick. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Now Jackson.
A big play there. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute. And they're an extra point away from tying this game. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Jackson from the shotgun.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Hill one more time. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Patriots send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Keep it on the ground. Harris again. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
New England's offense set to go.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Throwing, Jackson. A throw right side caught by Keene.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's got Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split